You've probably heard all the buzz around Sheridan allegedly planning to continue the legacy of Yellowstone, right? But things still aren't set in stone. In fact, the drama isn't just on screen. Behind-the-scenes rumors have been swirling about the fate of the show, and some Yellowstone stars have finally spoken out, leaving fans shocked. Could this really mean the end of Season 6? Let's break down the juicy details. The story of Yellowstone. Let's be honest, when Yellowstone first hit our screens in 2018, it took us all by storm. No one could have predicted that a modern Western genre series would unleash a cultural storm. It gave viewers everything we craved, the perfect blend of land, legacy, and loyalty, orchestrated by the one and only Taylor Sheridan. Taylor Sheridan is nothing less than a genius who crafts the perfect narratives to capture viewers. If you're anything like us, we know you've binge-watched the show for hours at an end. And who could blame us? The Dutton family drama was one we just couldn't get enough of. Imagine being a family that owns the largest ranch in the US, so you can also understand the plethora of gunfights, betrayals, and drama that would ensue. More than that, Yellowstone is hailed as a hero for reviving the Western genre. No other show has created such an intense new world where cowboys and corporate sharks go head-to-head, and trust us, no one is safe. This isn't your grandpa's Western. It's basically a high-stakes soap opera on steroids with, you can say, a dash of cowboy grit. You'll find the Dutton family being front and center in cutthroat battles for control, may it be with Native American tribes, land developers, or even their own kin. And let's quickly talk about the fascinating new faces we got to meet through this series. Although some would argue many of the characters can be morally gray, there's no denying each character has its own charm. From the fiercely loyal Rip to the rebellious Beth, we're in awe of all. This show has it all: drama, action, and what we all love to see, family dysfunction at its finest. Every episode feels like a showdown, and it seems that the dysfunction wasn't confined to the screen only. From what we've heard, the behind-the-scenes rivaled the show in drama. But we'll get to that in a bit. Let's talk about what we do know before that. Season 5. Yellowstone's hidden turmoil and Season 5. You can understand why the news of Part 2 of Season 5 being the finale caused so much chaos to reign over. The news left every fan and viewer in disarray. How were we supposed to bid farewell to a show that brought us so much comfort and joy? But wait a minute. Why was a show that had chart-topping success scheduled to end far before than expected? Well, many speculate that the drama behind the cameras got a bit too much for the show to continue its smooth sailing. But what really went down? Well, rumors began swirling that all wasn't well in paradise for the series creator, Taylor Sheridan, and the series lead man, Kevin Costner. Word on the street? Scheduling nightmares, creative clashes, and whispers of Costner's commitment wavering. So was there any truth to it? Apparently so. Kevin Costner came forward and talked about how Sheridan had too many projects and commitments at the same time, causing problems with scripts for Yellowstone. And the drama over his commitment wavering doesn't seem to be that true. What do we mean by that? Well, Kevin did bring to light how delays in production were causing a clash for Kevin's personal project, Horizon. To bring you up to date, Costner directed and starred in the epic western Horizon, an American saga, and its production days for the film's next part were clashing with Yellowstone. So Costner had to make a decision, and fast. Would he continue staying in Yellowstone and delay working on his dream project, or was Horizon something he couldn't risk delaying? It seems Horizon was something Costner didn't want to compromise on, so instead he offered Sheridan time to film his ending scenes for Yellowstone to do some justice to his character, to complete John Dutton's arc, to give him an ending he deserved. But it seems Sheridan didn't appreciate Costner's attitude and skipped on the idea of him returning, even just for a few scenes. Paramount and Sheridan didn't need Costner to continue Yellowstone. They were just fine without him. But it's sad to think that the real reason why John Dutton's end won't be as grand as he deserves is because of production problems rather than a reason related to the plot. It does take away some of the magic of the series. However, Sheridan is known to give his viewers intense plot holes, so who knows what he'll do to make John Dutton's leave memorable. All we know is Part 2 of Season 5 will leave us craving more, and we can expect it to be one of the most thrilling ones yet. More betrayal, more showdowns, more rivalry, a full-throttle roller coaster ride that will leave us stunned. So clear out your calendar for November 10th. The rumor mill spinning. Is Season 6 of Yellowstone actually happening? But wait, did you think that was all? You've probably heard, but if you haven't, we take great pleasure in letting you know that the rumor mill recently set ablaze a rumor that has us all jumping in excitement. Apparently, Sheridan's cooking up one more season. No, we don't mean part 2 of Season 5, we mean a whole new season. The news made social media explode with theories and what-ifs for what Sheridan can give us in Season 6. Does that mean if Costner and Sheridan patch up, we'll see a revival of the character? Okay, maybe that's a stretch. However, is there even any truth to this, or is this just wishful thinking by fans? Well, after hearing reports that Kelly Riley and Cole Hauser were in talks of continuing their contracts and returning as Beth and Rip, the only plausible conclusion seemed to be a new season. And it seems we weren't that far off. In a new interview with Fox News, Hauser finally addressed the elephant in the room. Would there be a new season? To sum it up, he basically said that he's not sure if it's 100% going forward, but he's happy if it does. The main thing is how there are a bunch of different people involved who are at the head of the table making the major decisions. One thing's for sure, Hauser's ready to follow orders. Oh, and there's more to it. Kelly Riley even came forward and talked about how there's potential for another chapter. She stressed how she'd be willing to continue if Taylor Sheridan writes, because, well, without the creative genius of Sheridan, we wouldn't have gotten the dynamic Beth Dutton. However, she also pointed out that it might be time for a new story, so a spin-off is guaranteed, right? But we do see Sheridan taking Yellowstone on a whole new path. The question now is whether that path has a completely different backdrop, if you know what we mean. And hold on before you get too excited about a new season. Remember Jen Landon, the quick-witted, no-nonsense ranch hand Teeter? Well, recently she sparked serious debate over whether Season 6 is still a possibility or not. So what did she say? Well, she didn't say much, but her words spoke. Earlier this September, Landon posted a mirror selfie on Instagram which was taken during filming of the most awaited second part of Season 5. But it wasn't the picture that threw fans into a frenzy, but rather the caption. The caption was a heartfelt and final farewell to the show that left viewers stunned. And while she didn't directly confirm it, her words felt like a bittersweet farewell. This cast doubt over Season 6 because why would Sheridan lie to his castmates? Does he not trust them to keep a secret? A personal sign-off or a permanent goodbye to the series? You guys decide. Will we get a new season, a spin-off, or simply a grand ending of a grand era? But whatever happens, we know Sheridan won't let us down. And maybe it is the right time to move on and start anew. There's been so much drama behind the scenes that it brings up the question of whether the next seasons will even be able to live up to the past legacy of Yellowstone. All we do know for sure is whatever direction Sheridan takes us in, we know he won't let us down. That's all for today. Let us know in the comments below what other Yellowstone drama you've heard about, and we'll make sure to check it out. Thanks for watching, and hey, don't forget to like and subscribe for more drama and updates.